be seeing the toss happening, and after that, the teams would be at the grounds once again. What a scenario! What an electrifying scenario there at the Narendra Modi Stadium. Clearly, one of the biggest matches before the finals that would be played at this stadium. And to discuss the nitty-gritties, we are joined by Indranil Basu, who would be, I'm sure, representing India. And to speak about the Pakistani side, we would shortly be joined by Atif Shehzad Shahi, all the way from Islamabad. And there we have him, Atif, there setting the frame. Atif, welcome on board. And the deck is all set. Indranil, first things first, how is the atmosphere? How do you reckon Team India would be strategizing this time around? Once again, ICC big event, India versus Pakistan. What are the odds? What are the odds?
Look, cricket is an instinctive game. I mean, you just can't plan things. I mean, a lot of good things happen on the field which are unplanned,
Mhm.
right? So this match
Right.
is also going to be like that. You plan a lot of things. Of course, you plan, but once you go there in that 22 yards, I
Mhm.
mean, plans can go haywire. But what you really need to stick to is your instinct, your hard work, the sheer
Mhm.
hard work you've done over the years. So that's the mood of the team, and the
Right.
what's the mood of the people in India. I'll tell you, a friend of mine just called in the morning
Mhm.
to inform me that another friend of his bought a ticket for 3.5 lakhs for this game. My God, just imagine. Just imagine the
Mhm.
passion.
Well, absolutely, Dada. When it comes to India versus Pakistan, needless to say, the emotions are high, the expectations are high, and what a scenario it would be. The day that we had all been waiting for, the day when the entire nation, I'm sure on both sides of the border, come to a standstill. We would probably remember this day forever, telling our kids, our grandkids about it. And CWC Cricket World Cup schedule, when it was announced, first things that people look at is when is India Pakistan clashing. Obviously, a very super Saturday, ultimate showdown. A lot of things are happening here, Atif, if I may tell you. In Ahmedabad, the hotel tariffs, hotel rooms are fully booked. And even if you manage to get one, it would be very costly. Flight tickets to Ahmedabad suddenly have gone up through the roof for people who are booking a lot of space to watch the match in the stands. Also, not an easy thing. What a grand spectacles! What a spectacle! What are the sentiments in Pakistan as we speak? सब कुछ तैयारी हो गई है. People must be glued to their TV sets because of the pre-match setup also.
Thank you, Pankaj bhai. And yes, emotions, passions, everything is high here as well. And
Mhm.
people are just waiting to watch this mega game. And it's a big day, as it's India versus Pakistan, as well as it's a World Cup game and happening
Mhm.
in India. So that is why everybody, they just cancel their engagements for today, and everybody now I think is planning to just sit around the television, and big
Mhm.
screens they have also been installed in many parts of even in my city Islamabad as well, in Lahore, in Karachi, and people have gathered to watch this match with friends, with family.
Mhm.
And like in Karachi, there are many places where even in some cricket grounds they and stadiums they have installed the big screens, and they are they have just created the environment as if they are watching in the ground. So I think right now everybody in Pakistan is talking about just one thing, that is Pakistan versus India match. and
Mhm.
uh, and uh, and similarly they also wish and want that Pakistan do well and win this game, so that uh, the roads for semi-final will be easy for them.
Right, right, absolutely. And we are coming live to the audience from YouTube, and Atif Shehzad Sai speaking us uh, from Pakistan, Indranil Basu, who is a prolific sports cricketer, commentator, and a player himself. Indranil, as Atif says, obviously, आग जो है वो दोनों तरफ ही लगी हुई है. क्रिकेट का जो एक बुखार होता है, it is something that no one, even if people don't understand cricket, they believe that India Pakistan is something that gets a lot of traction. Before we come to the dynamics of the play, before we come to the arithmetic of the play, that whose strengths are there, whose weaknesses are there, wanted to know from you in these high stake games, obviously, what goes on the player's mind? How do they groom themselves up, both from the Indian side and the Pakistani side? Because it's a lot of psychological warfare also that goes on.
Of course, it's a pressure game, and India Pakistan is always a pressure game.
Hmm.
And I think the players who will control their nerves well, I think they will perform well. And if you look at both the teams, so I think, yeah, in my view, India will have more pressure as they are playing in India, and
Hmm.
that is their home ground. But at the same time, I would also like to say that historically, Indian players have the ability to absorb the pressure well.
Right.
So on Pakistan side, I think they have nothing to lose in the sense they are playing a normal a game. I mean, it's not a semi-final or something like. But
Hmm.
yes, but yes, they will have less pressure. But of course, it's India versus Pakistan, and 1,30,000 people sitting in the ground. So definitely, they will also feel pressure.
Right. Indranil, your comments on the preparation before the match, the mental preparation?
Well, I mean, we have played each other enough in last couple of months to know what
Hmm.
exactly could happen on the field, who stands where. I think there's no problem there. But Indian team, of course, in terms of strength, I thought Pakistan are a very good team when before the
Hmm.
Asia Cup happened, and then Asia Cup they lost the cup, they lost to India. I thought they
Hmm.
disintegrated a little bit. Then they lost a match, a practice game over New Zealand, and then a lot of talks happened on how to get together and get to that root of the problem, why they are not able to create that magic. And now
Hmm.
they chase down that stiff total against Sri Lanka. They're in a better mind space for sure. What has happened in the past in the Asia Cup. That's a thing of the past. But Indian team, of course, because of the depth of their side, because of ticking all the boxes, they are definitely a force to reckon with. It's going to be very
Hmm.
tough for any team to beat India in India, because today you're not only playing against India, you're playing against 130,000 crowd also will be chanting at top of their
Hmm.
voices. It's never going to be easy for Pakistani cricketers. If you're a Pakistani cricketer and the hostile thing which is there between two countries, I'm not sure how much comfortable or at home, which they felt in Hyderabad, how much at home they will be feeling inside the Ahmedabad Stadium. There'll be loads of shout. I mean, no one will get to hear what's exactly happening. In fact, it's going to be a challenge for the
Hmm.
entire setup to communicate, for the captains to talk to the players. It'll be
Right.
so noisy today in Narendra Modi Stadium. Yeah, I mean, this is the biggest one-day match that ever happened on this planet. So just imagine someone
Right.
ticket for 3.5 lakhs in through black market. I mean, this is the
Hmm.
passion which is, I mean, it's riding. So everyone wants to be there. So that
Hmm.
that speaks volume about what this match is going to be offering. I hope it's not a one-sided game. I hope there's a good contest between bat and ball, which will keep this game, the spirit of this game alive throughout the tournament.
Right, absolutely. And as we speak, there are flashes coming in on the mobile phones about the decks being all set and how the security apparatus also has been put in place. Needless to say, obviously, when this high intensity game happens, the security apparatus too is taken into cognizance. And I'm sure that for the safety of the viewers and for the players, nothing is left to chance. Quite a dynamic scenario there. Atif, talking about the match lineup, Pakistan, India both have won their respective matches. Very strong team, very strong team. Babar Azam, I mean, leading from the front, the way he performs, his liking, his acceptance in the global crowd is such that even Virat Kohli at times, is equally liked in Pakistan, as it is said. But these two youngsters have absolutely, definitely rewritten the cricketing aspect as far as the world stage is concerned.
Yes, I think they won. They won the last game against Sri Lanka, so definitely momentum is high and it is with them. because normally when Babar Azam failed, so it is difficult for Pakistan to win a game. So Abdullah Shafiq and Mohammad Rizwan, they done well, and they proved that without Babar Azam even they can win the matches. So that is a very positive thing, and absolutely it boosts the moral. And so when Pakistan is going against India, so their last win is will definitely boost their morale. And similarly, they have found another uh, good batsman in the form of Abdullah Shafiq, because Fakhar Zaman, he was out of form since last few games, and so they needed someone in the opening side that who could handle the pressure well, particularly play the new ball well. So Abdullah Shafiq, technically very sound batsman. I have seen him. He is from my native area, Sialkot, and he's played his game. He has played a lot of first class games as well. Performed very
Hmm.
good against Sri Lanka in test matches as well. So I think that is a very positive step for Pakistan. And similarly, Babar Azam, I think he scored 150 plus against Nepal in Asia Cup. After that, he failed in few games. But I think
Hmm.
today a performance is due for Babar Azam, and in my gut feeling, I think he will perform today. And if he performs today, so
Hmm.
definitely chances for Pakistan to win this game will be definitely high. And similarly, in India side, if you look at Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma, these are the two
Hmm.
main batters which Pakistani bowlers will be looking for. If they out them early, then definitely Pakistan will have a chance.
All right, absolutely. Indranil, obviously, when it comes to Virat Kohli's statistics and performance against Pakistan, that has been stupendous. But as Atif mentions, that two key players on the top, but then the middle order too. If you talk about the depth in the batting, even Hardik Pandya, very critical with bat and bowl. All these, players obviously give the much needed support to the openers also in the middle overs.
Absolutely. We rewind, go to, it's for me, right?
Yes, absolutely,
Yeah.
Indranil.
So you remind 2nd September, India Pakistan match in Kandy. We
Hmm.
were reeling like it was 66 for 4. Uh, as Atif rightly pointed out, I mean, Virat and Rohit were back in the pavilion. But what happened? Ishan Kishan and Hardik Pandya, they had a little chat. Hardik went and told
Hmm.
him, this is the moment you have to grab. You want to make more money as a cricketer. This is the moment. This is the moment which will make you a star, and that will take care of your earnings. So that was it. They got together, and what a partnership they had. They managed to build. I mean, that was really a game changer. That partnership, and we nearly reached about 266, which was quite stupendous. From there on, then the rain came and conquered the game. So as far as Babar Azam is concerned, Babar Azam will set
Hmm.
the World Cup stage on fire. That was the prediction of Gautam Gambhir, and today it's his birthday. He's on the field covering the match. I hope there is some sort of competition, because when there is no contest between bat and ball, I think cricket is extremely boring. And as it is the 50-over game, we don't want anyone, to have a one-sided game. And looking at the legacy which Indian team has created in this World Cup, it's 7-0. So everyone is hoping for an 8-0. I mean, God has to be fair to the opposition someday in some form, but it has happened. It hasn't happened in the World Cup. When it comes to India-Pakistan match, it's always India riding the luck. And hopefully today also it'll be the same. For us, what matters is having good content. We are journalists, right? So I remember
Hmm.
2017 when Pakistan were a weaker side than India. On paper, India were a much superior side. Pakistan could manage to beat India in the Champions Trophy final. And I'm one of the rare guys who celebrate, because Pakistan needed a validation that time. And they got that
Yes,
through
yes.
that win.
Hmm.
So here also, as a critic of, I mean, as a pundit of the game, I would like to see a good contest between bat and ball. And that is what we are looking at. Nothing else matters.
Right. I mean, nothing else matters. Very prophetic, I would say, as far as these two teams are concerned. Atif, Champions Trophy is something that definitely Indian fans and Indian team would want to forget. But that one aspect showed the depth, the heft of the Pakistani cricket team. Now, in the ICC events, talking about the numbers, obviously they are not in favor of Pakistan as of now. But in your opinion, what are the key factors? What are the key changes that Pakistan team has imbibed so as to turn around those near misses to actually absolute victories?
Uh, okay, I will talk about the numbers as well. Yes, in World Cup matches, Pakistan lost
Mhm,
all the games, but I was watching the T20 World Cup, and the Indian media, they were highlighting this point that Pakistan never won World Cup, never won, and then Pakistan break that shackle, and Pakistan won 10, beat India by 10 wickets. So I think that
yes.
is one thing that the ice is melting. And similarly, okay, fine. Yes, 7-0. Pakistan never won match in ODI World Cup. But if you look at the ODI record against India, overall record in recent past, India has done well. But if you
Mhm,
look at the ODI record, that head to head, Pakistan has won 73 matches against India, and India
mhm,
has won only 56. So in that sense, Pakistan is better. But yes, in recent past, Indian record is improved. So I think
mhm.
these steps, and then recently Pakistan team has gone to number one ODI team as well. So I
Right.
think Pakistan stats is improved a little bit, but and they will have in their mind that they have beaten them in T20 World Cup, so they can beat in ODI as well. So I think it's a big positive for Pakistan. But yes, Indian record in World Cup is better, but there are few points which will help Pakistan, that Pakistani team will believe that they can beat, and they can beat India in World Cup as well. So I think today we will have a good game. It will not be a one-sided game. I think because
Okay.
emotions are high, and
Definitely.
similarly Haris Rauf, Shaheen Afridi, they have good record against India. Shaheen Afridi has the habit to get wicket in early overs, of the key batsmen of India, like Rohit Sharma and
Mhm.
Virat Kohli. And you see in the last few games, Shaheen Afridi bowled out uh, Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli many times. So I think it will be a good game.
All right. Indranil, we always talk about batters. We always talk about how the batting lineup is, but Atif names Shaheen Afridi, and he is the one who adds a lot of teeth to Pakistani bowling lineup. And what a remarkable lineup it is. I saw you, Indranil, speaking about in one of the videos about how bowlers hold the key. So, from both nations' point of view, how do you rate the bowling side first?
Right now, Indian bowling is one of the best in the world. I'll give you a small example.
Mhm,
Earlier this year, New Zealand were in they were in, I guess, in Pakistan, and they beat Pakistan. The New Zealand came here, we beat them handsomely. So
mhm,
it's always the bowlers who win your games. And as far as Indian bowling is concerned, you see, we don't have only one left arm seamer like Shaheen Shah Afridi. Otherwise, we have ticked all the boxes. We have Ashwin, who's got a class variation. He's a legend. We have Jasprit Bumrah, who's in top form, steaming hot the way he's bowling up front, taking wickets in power play. Shiraj has been amazing in that Asia Cup final against Sri Lanka. We can't get over that. His six wickets spell, which really pushed Sri Lanka out of the game. Then we have, just imagine a bowler like Mohammad Shami not getting to play in the playing 11. That speaks volume about this bowling lineup, which is one of the best in the world right now. But here, I have to also make a point because it's very important how you defend well. Indian bowlers are yet to be tested. If you put up a score, how you defend, it's very important. That's the art of bowling, actually, when the conditions are not favorable. You can't grip the ball because there'll be dew. Spinners will have a tough time. So Hardik Pandya also is one gentleman who has really been charged up bowling. Like he's a new India's Malcolm Marshall, I call him. Okay, because he's back of length. He knows how to break his back.
mhm,
Sort of bend his back and generate that pace. So all put together, they are a
Right.
very complete side. But coming to Pakistan, I think Shaheen Afridi is absolutely at times unplayable with that new ball, 3-4 overs that he bowls up front.
Hmm.
That's the moment you have to respect, because if someone is bowling well, you got to respect that bowler. And if you do that, and
Hmm.
Indians have that. You look at the style, the way Virat Kohli bats. He doesn't go and goes bang bang. He just waits for the right opportunity. And once he gets it, Virat Kohli is like those old saying about Australian team. You give him an inch, he'll take a yard. So Virat Kohli
Hmm.
is that kind of a player. So if someone is bowling well, he'll definitely show respect. But Rohit is little casual in his shot selection in
Hmm.
recent past, because he wants to get there and get the score card ticking. But Virat is a lot, and that's why Virat is little ahead in terms of records and run of runs he scored. But again, Rohit is a different piece in World Cup. So all put together, but
Hmm.
it's going to be a contest, mouth-watering contest. Pakistan is definitely going to be missing some of their top level bowlers in they had injuries and all that. But Hassan Ali, I mean, you need to have partnership. But I'm a little worried. Harris Rav is
Hmm.
again a class bowler, someone who can bowl from 145 from the very first ball of his spell. It shows how
Right.
ready and how eager he is. But yeah, but you need that depth, which bowling depth India has right now.
Right. Atif, there is always a need for, I would say, a sixth bowler or a fifth bowler, when you talk about pace attack, and then the spin is also there. Both these Asian teams play spin very well. So at times we have seen how medium pacers and pacers have got priority over these. Do you believe that to have an all-rounder in the form of, in Pakistani lineup, if I may say so, Haris Rauf is there, Mohammad Rizwan keeping the wickets, Shaheen Afridi, Usman Mir, all of them, the need at times for, an all-rounder bowler, not seasoned. Do you believe that Pakistan has worked on that? Because at times you have seen Pakistan lacking in the concept of a sixth bowler.
If you talk about bowling, I think Pakistan has always been famous for good bowling unit, and the same is
Hmm.
the case with current team as well in my point of view, because Pakistan's bowling is in my view has more depth, particularly pace bowling,
Hmm.
and Pakistan pace bowling is better than India in my view. Like Horace Rauf, Shaheen Afridi, even Hassan Ali got wickets, so I
Hmm.
think they have an edge over Indian pace bowlers. But yes, in spin bowling department, India has edge. India has good spinners like Yadev, Ashwin. So Pakistan's spin bowling attack is bit weak, but pace bowling, in my view, is far better than Indian pace attack. I mean, you have pace guns like Haris Rauf who can bowl at 150 plus. So I think there is no match in Indian side for particularly pace bowling. But yes, you were talking about all-rounder. I think all-rounder we have in the form of, with, to some extent, Shadab Khan, and even if the car can bowl part-time as well. But yes, a genuine all-rounder you are not having. But I think my more concern is for a genuine spin bowler. Shadab is a good spinner. Muhammad Nawaz is a good
Hmm.
spinner, but I think the mystery bowler, some kind of spin mystery bowler is missing. But on the other side, Indian team has edge in batting. Like
Hmm.
um, Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli, they are the iconic player, and they are world class batsmen. So
Hmm.
Pakistan's batting, if in my view, if you compare both teams, so India
Hmm.
has edge in batting, they have more world-class batters, and Pakistan has edge in bowling. Yes.
Right. In the Nil, obviously Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli, they find mention, but then we have likes of Shubman Gill, Shreyas Iyer, Suryakumar Yadav. I mean, one explosive package, if unleashed, I think could work wonders. Hardik Pandya, deep in the middle order, works with the bat very well. Ravichandran Ashwin, Ravindra Jadeja, for that matter, also adds depth. From the batting point of view, Dada, shall we
I'll tell
be
you what
hearing?
Atif Bhai just said. The Pakistani
Hmm.
are a better bowling attack. But let me tell you, pace bowling attack, he said. No one is scared of pace. I mean, the legacy which Pakistan bowlers used to have, the fast bowling, the Waka Yunus, the Wasim Akram, the way they used
Hmm.
to come, Akif Javed, you name it, Imran Khan, you name it. And they were right in your face, the way they came and conquered.
Yes.
They were superb. I mean, these guys are not even a patch. We are not scared of any pace attack from Pakistan anymore. I can tell you that from Indian batters. Of course, the ball when the ball seam around a lot, when it's 140 plus, any bowler can create havoc in the opposition camp, and Pakistani bowlers are no exception. You see how Rabada bowled for South Africa. I mean, we have good bowlers also. Pakistan, of course, is a good bowling unit. I remember they were
Hmm.
losing that Super 4 match against Sri Lanka, and it was quite a fighting total fight. I mean, there was a lot of fight being showed by the Pakistani bowlers, and I was shocked, and it was quite funny. In fact, Shaheen Shah Afridi was bowling at 140 or something, and Pakistan were on the verge of losing the game. And on air was Wasim Akram, and even what he's saying, "Kya pace dalta hai?" I mean, you guys are losing a game. Why are you talking about kya pace dalta hai? I mean, how does it? Where do you stand with that? I mean, you have to. I mean, no one is scared of pace. I'm seeing a lot of cricketers. I meet them very often. Uh,
Hmm.
Even I am not scared of pace. You have all the equipments, you have helmet. It was not like earlier times. And I've seen Wasim Akram hitting Sachin Tendulkar in prime form on his helmet during a Sharjah tournament. I mean, on a platform, on a plastic track where there is no bounce, Wasim Akram going out there and hitting Sachin Tendulkar on his helmet in his prime.
Hmm.
So that's the sort of bowling I have seen. And what I have seen in the past from Pakistan, they are not even a patch what we see today.
Well, we'll have to wait and watch it definitely. All the old timers that you're talking about in the Nil, they are class apart. Wasim Akram, Akib Javed, all of them tearing down the runway, and obviously any batsman would have been scared to see. So you mentioned commentators, Dada, commentary box, obviously Zainab Abbas, Atif Bhai had to go back to Pakistan. What is the response there in Pakistan? Because of her some comments, she had to go back. Young, bright commentator from Pakistan, but had to go back. Any reactions coming in from Pakistan?
Okay, first I would like to respond, my
Respond.
brother. Yeah, yes, I think Wasim Akram and Waqar Yunus, they have different class, but the legacies continues. I mean, you see, no other pace bowlers can bowl Indian iconic player Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma. Look at the past, even 5, 10 games. Who any other pace bowler has out Virat Kohli and Rohit Sharma in first one over like Shaheen Afridi did. So he has the potential as well. He gone through injury and he lost bit pace as well, but still,
Hmm.
he's a very emotional person. Particularly, his emotions are high against India. Whenever he plays it against India, he's a different person, and I hope today he will be like that. But yes, my point was that okay, if Pakistan's pace attack is not like uh, match with the class of Imran Khan, Wasim Akram, Waqar, but yet it is a world class pace attack, and my point of view is that it is better than Indian attack. I mean, Jasprit Bumrah is a good bowler. Mohammad Siraj is a
Yes.
good bowler, but
Mhm.
Haris Rauf and Shaheen Afridi, in my view, far better than these Indian bowlers. Yes, the if
Right.
edge is in Indian batting. Okay, and then the another point about Zainab Abbas is just that issue is highlighted in social media as well. But many in Pakistan believe that not for Zainab Abbas.
Hmm.
In Pakistan, this debate is going on that Indian government has issued very less visas to journalists. I think the journalist should be given visas, and similarly to people and crowd as well to watch matches. These things can melt the ice between the two nations because people love each other. I mean, there
Yeah.
are political differences, but people in Pakistani people love Indian people. Indian people love Pakistani people, particularly sports, cricket. I mean, Virat Kohli. Rohit Sharma, these are very much popular in Pakistan as well. And similarly, Babarism is popular there.
Yeah.
Similarly, like we have Arijit Singh concert is going on, so Arijit Singh is very
Hmm.
much popular in Pakistan as well. So I think these steps should be taken. Visas should be given to Pakistani journalists as well. And Zainab Basla, she tweeted last night that she gone back with her own will, but yes,
Hmm.
many in Pakistan believe that maybe Indian government has expelled her. But if it's so, it shouldn't happen. I hope the case will be different.
All right. Indranil, you have been to Pakistan. You covered that series back in 2001 or
Oh,
2004. 2004 it was. How was your experience to be there? Because I believe in a short while the toss will happen. But before that, we can definitely tell our viewers that being in Pakistan is also another
oh.
cricketing paradise, I would say.
Uh, it was like home away from home, to be very honest. The
Mhm.
hospitality I received there, I was in Lahore, and where Atif Bhai is sitting there, I was staying in Rawalpindi. I would take a taxi to Islamabad to watch the city. We never had such roads, the road between Islamabad and Rawalpindi. First time,
Mm.
India also didn't have that kind of a road. I thought we were in Dubai. That was my first experience in 2004. But yeah, I mean, it was such great fun. Food. Uh, I felt
Yeah.
so safe in Pakistan and people to people contact, which Atif Bhai is saying. Absolutely. In fact, there's a dialogue in that movie. I think Sunny Deol's movie recently, which came. I think it was some
Gather.
part two movie. I don't know the name. So where he said,
Gather.
that if given a choice, half of Pakistan will leave for India and stay here. They love this part of the world so much, and we have same language. Everything is just the same. But then there are things which just I mean things which don't change at
Right.
all. The
Mhm.
hostility, the political differences, but keeping in that, but we have always extended our hands for friendship. 99
Right.
Kargil War. Then we had the 2004 tour where I had gone there. I didn't feel
Mhm.
not for a moment that I'm outside India. Can I tell you that? And honestly, and I wrote a book also, which is called Winning Games and Hearts. Way back in 2004, Sehwag had released that book. It was amazing.
Okay.
In fact, whenever I have gone out covering matches, last I did was 2010, covering a multi-team event, which was in Asia Cup, which India won. And I met so many Pakistani journalists. We stayed together, we sang together, we danced together, we ate together. Even 2017 also, I met Zaina Abbas. She was there with us. We had gone on a junket to South
Mhm.
Africa. Cricket South Africa were launching their T20 league, and she was part of Pakistan team. And we had a lovely time, and we spoke highly. And she came on my show also when I was doing shows for other platforms. She was, in fact, after that incident, I sent her a text and she must be
Mhm.
petrified as to what has happened. But I mean, when it comes to sports, you should stay away from making political statement or anything because cricket
Absolutely.
itself is a biggest religion. I don't think you should follow any other religion. The biggest
All
religion
right.
is cricket.
Absolutely. Well, in this part of the world, undoubtedly, Atif, Indranil, and I were joined by one of the former ambassadors, Indian ambassadors to Pakistan last evening, and we discussed that how, despite the political differences and the unfortunate wars that have happened, uh, cricket remains one common thread, and that has kept both India and Pakistan going. And I think that should be the case here because internet, if you go by that, the netizens are divided on the fact that why a team is being hosted, why are we playing games? But in the spirit of cricket, which I guess transcends all the boundaries, this is one critical option that I think both the people, both sides like it a lot, and we must respect that as well. Coming back to the match at hand as of now, Atif, talking about the batting lineup for Pakistan, do you perceive the depth? At times, one common weakness that I have seen in both the teams, Dada and Atif, is that if the top order collapses, both the teams have this propensity to fall like a pack of cards also. So both of them, not just one team, both of them. So, in your opinion, Atif, how is the batting looking?
Okay, first, my brother from India, he was talking about hospitality. So yes, I already discussed that people, both sides, they love each other. Like he was talking about Rawalpindi and Islamabad roads. So yes, these are good roads. But you see, he has visited Pakistan, so he came to know that Pakistan is not like that. That how media propagating that it is a
Yes.
village, it is some backward. When you actually visit here, then he's talking about that the roads are very good, and similarly so many other things as well. And similarly, here in Pakistan there is so much propaganda about India as well. So I think if we connect each other, if we meet each other, particularly in for the sake of cricket, movies, other things, so then I think the love will be spread. So and I think uh, particularly for cricket, it the political differences should not come in cricket. And in my view, in Pakistani team should go to play in India, and Indian team should come in Pakistan, and Indian government should allow Pakistan to go to India. So apart from the political difference, I'm not saying okay. uh, we have political differences. Talk about in other forms, but don't include cricket in that. Okay, now coming back to the batting side. Yes, in Pakistani batting lineup, openers. One of the opener is not in playing good like Imam Al Haq,
Mm-hmm.
and Fakhar Zaman was also out of form. But yes, Abdullah Shafiq is in good form, but we have
Mm-hmm.
concern about Imam Al Haq. And if we talk about yes, a little bit concerned about Pakistan middle order batting as well. But yes, in the last game, Pakistan middle order clicked. So that is a positive thing. Like Muhammad Rizwan, and similarly, if Iftikhar can also
Mm-hmm.
play a bit, and he's a very hard-hitting batsman as well. Similarly, we have Shadab and Rizwan, but yes, Indian batting depth is definitely they have edge in middle order as well.
All right.
And if Abdullah Shafiq and Babar Azam and Rizwan,
Mm-hmm.
I think these three players in batting, uh, we have more eyes on them. If these one of these players they
Mm-hmm.
make a century, like Abdullah Shafiq make a century, Rizwan make a century, Babar makes a century, then definitely it will up over boost. But yes, if they fell early, then in middle order batting pressure will be there, and to handle pressure in a big game, 130,000 plus crowd, it
Mm-hmm.
will be definitely it's a thing which the coaches must have told the Pakistani players that
Mm-hmm.
if we go for partnership, and like in last match, Rizwan and Abdullah Shafiq made a partnership and we won the match. So I think they will work for partnership, and if partnership is built, then definitely they can handle the pressure.
Absolutely, absolutely. See, I mean, initial partnership is something that gives obviously that particular foundation to build a good score. Dada, I was just looking at the lineup from Pakistani side. Two names I would say would stand out. Obviously, Mohammad Rizwan and Babar Azam. Mohammad Rizwan, I remember last World Cup, he was the captain, and Rizwan, what a dynamic player once again, has kept the wicket for a long time, also takes those calls as well. But a young Babar Azam, the captaincy has been given the responsibility of captaincy so that Rizwan can focus, more on the other aspects of the game. Likewise, Virat Kohli was the captain. Now he has been relieved of the captaincy, and Rohit Sharma has been doing the captaincy for a long time. In such high stake matches, what kind of pressure does the captain feel, and does that impact positively or negatively to their particular performance, personal performance?
No, that's why you need big players to win big games, because big players have big hearts, right? So, but I think it goes numb. You just stop thinking because it's so much of pressure. It's like when you're performing on the stage, you go there, your heart will be inside your mouth. That's quite natural. You have to be nervous a little bit. Once the match starts going, I don't think you don't need to worry about anything. You get numb, you just go with the flow. That's why I say you can't plan anything. It's like life, it's instinctive. You're reacting, the ball is coming to you, you're watching it, you're reacting and playing. And that's what cricket is. And you talked about the middle order. I think middle order is like a spine. Middle order is like the backbone. If you don't have a solid middle order, you can never think of winning a tournament. It's very important. You have got a good start, which is the foundation, and then the middle order comes into it. It's a spine. It gives you the entire thing. You can stand tall because you have a good middle order. But now the theories have changed. It's always the bowlers who win you matches these days, especially Test cricket, one-day cricket, probably even in T20 cricket also. The teams with the best bowling attack. Why do you think Pakistan? They have been playing consistently, playing in that top four, T20, 21 World Cup. They were semi-finalists, 22 World Cup last year in Australia. They played the final against England. They lost it. It's because of their bowling. It's the bowlers who win you matches. Of course, you need to bat well. You have to bat deep. You have to bat superbly in the middle order at the opening. But what really matters is your bowling. How good is your bowling? And we have Jasprit Bumrah steaming in, steaming hot. We are waiting for him to actually rule the roost tonight. Really.
Boom, boom, Bumrah. Yes, absolutely. Bumrah on one and Shine Shah Afridi on the other. What a combination it is going to be. Uh, Atif, talking about once again the kind of performance pressure that players are. Do you believe that conditioning of the players plus the mental stamina also is one key aspect where both the teams would be focusing or are focusing? Because again, talking about the Asian teams, Sri Lanka, there was a time in 1990s, 1996 when they won the World Cup. Pakistan, in fact, won the World Cup. But the days of Sanat Jayasuriya and Arjuna Ranatunga, that was the time they were looking unassailable, and that was the mental heft that they had shown. I think Atif would be joining us shortly. Dada, if you could take this question,
I'm there. I'm not
yes,
going
yes, yes. No, no, you are there. I know, I know.
I'm
Uh,
here to
so
stay. I'm here to stay. You see?
Absolutely, absolutely, Dada. You're here to stay, and so is so are the fans and these matches. So talking about the mental strength, Dada, in these high stake matches, it's not just about the captain. Once again, trickles down to the last player also. Even I would say, the grounds men, that 12th guy also has a lot on his mind when it comes to matches like these. So how do players prepare themselves for it? Is it about diet? Is it about mental stamina? Is it about exercising or coaching?
It's more of a muscle memory. You're playing at that level. It's not easy playing for India. Once you've gone there,
Mhm.
you're here. You're there to stay. I just thought about this line from Shakespeare's one of these plays he wrote. Like some are
Mhm.
born great, some achieve greatness, some have
Mhm.
greatness thrust upon them. So
Wow.
when you're playing for India, I think
Mhm.
you got to be special. And it's not easy,
Mhm.
so many lakhs and lakhs of cricketers, and you just the chosen one. And once you're the
Mhm.
chosen one, you're playing for India. You need not be told what you have to do. You already are carrying all the
Mhm.
mental strength, all the mental integration you need to stay there for a longer time. It's going there, reaching there is easy. Staying on is difficult, and these guys have actually been around for such a long time. And thanks to IPL, the
Mhm.
exposures, they've rubbed shoulders against top cricketers. They know what they have to do exactly to be there, and they know what importance it carries when you're playing well and doing well and winning matches for your country. They are not to be, I mean, you can't tutor them
All right.
separately. They're already tutored because they're playing for India.
Absolutely. IPL, Dada, since you mentioned, obviously, many would say a breeding ground, but I guess our coach, Rahul Dravid, has made it clear that, IPLs won't be the testing points or the qualifying criteria. Rather, it's the matches that you play and obviously taking new talent from the local Ranjis and the state cricket boards. Uh, as far as IPL is concerned, do you believe that the Indian players, with a mix of international players, obviously are also learning techniques and maybe sharing one or two with them when it comes to on-field performance?
Of course, I didn't get the question. If you can just tell me once more.
IPL. Yes, the IPL, the role of IPL, and how does
Of
it help
course,
Indian
big,
players?
big, 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 big. Uh,
Mhm.
you know, I mean, you see, there. I remember. I'm the one who
Mhm.
wrote that news first time that IPL is going to happen, and I followed it up by saying that now Indian cricketers will be as rich as the European middle level soccer player. So,
Mhm.
money has actually transformed the thinking. As IPL is actually given that impetus which you need within the system. Why India
Mhm.
is the place where you have abundance of talent. And the reason is simple because there's a
Mhm.
lot of money being pumped into the system thanks to the owners, the sponsors, because cricket sells like hotcakes. Cricket generates opinion. Cricket is religion. Cricket is passion. Cricket is India, Pakistan today, as we are all geared up to watch. So
Absolutely.
IPL is not only a byproduct of Indian cricket, it's actually helped Indian cricket to grow from strength to strength. Every year we see so many talents coming up. We don't know what to do with so much talent. We actually
Mhm.
get into a state of confusion. किसको खिलाए, किसको
Mm.
बाहर बिठाए. So that's the trauma.
Right.
That's the dilemma. The team management, the a coach like Rahul Dravid is facing all the time. He's good. He's good. So who is bad, भैया? ये बताइए. Who is
Well, that's
bad?
the
Everyone is good. Replace
problem
Virat
of
Kohli.
plenty.
Get a new one. So who is good? I mean, there are
Mm.
people waiting in the wings. They are equally talented. And that's the robustness, that's the strength, that's the might of Indian cricket right now. And it's not only money, it's also talent. Cricket is played.
Right.
I'll tell you, we are sitting in Uttar Pradesh, okay?
Mhm.
It has a maximum number of Lok Sabha seats. We know that. But can I tell you something? Would you believe if they make an
No cricketers.
unbiased team from this part of the world, it can
Mm.
beat Indian team? There is so much talent in Uttar Pradesh hidden, which no one taps. So this is the kind of strength India has. It's just the eagerness to play. When you see them, the social media taking on,
Mhm.
giving you that aspiration that you can play, you can do well. So it's the talent, the passion, and everyone has time for cricket, which is what cricket is. Why cricket is so wonderful in this country.
Absolutely, absolutely. Cricket, I think, one of the very essence, as they used to say, back in the day, Dada, that India runs on three things: Bollywood, cricket, and Maruti. And well, those were the formative years earlier while growing up, and it holds true to a very great extent, except for the fact that we have now more and better brands of cars here. But also, the Indian brands giving them tough competition there. One a quick word, Dada, before we wait for the toss to happen, obviously. And Atif, I've been told that has to disconnect for a while. He will try to join back. He had to join, attend a call. Uh, as far as the fans' support is concerned, this time around, I mean, since you mentioned Uttar Pradesh, we are in the satellite town of Delhi and NCR, very close to New Delhi, the national capital. But are you feeling that vibe, Dada, of Cricket World Cup? Or is this something else? Is this that we are getting old and getting sucked into our work that we can't see the fanfare outside, the t-shirts being sold, the not the vuvuzelas, but there are so many things, that you would take to a cricketing match venue. Uh, Less a crowd at home and more at the stadium and more at home. Is that the scenario?
Of course, it's a lot more comfortable. Let me ask you. And even
Hey,
if
you are
you're a
getting old,
journalist
Dada.
trying to cover a cricket match, your
Hmm.
movements are so restricted. You would rather be at home and talk about the game. That's the best possible way to do it, actually, if you ask me. But
Hmm.
yes, I can't feel the fever like I used to feel when I was a kid growing up. Here's the way India Pakistan match. The entire road used to go
Yeah.
deserted. But now what has happened is India has this thing, this device. So while you're mobile also, you can use your mobile to watch the match. And it's free, free, free. Because so which is amazing.
Yes.
And so I mean people are doing stuff and it's a 50 over. People have the
No.
attention span has turned it around a lot because people are
Post COVID, yes, you are
post-COVID.
right. A retention span, or for that matter, that stickiness is missing. But then if you look at the television ratings, the figures come on the top of the screen that 1.5 crore watching, 10 million watching, 10 million plus are watching. What I meant to say was, are we playing too much cricket? Is there too much cricket happening around the world, and that's why World Cup is losing some sort of steam there?
Of course, law of diminishing return. You must have learned. You have been an
Hmm.
economics student, so you would know
Hmm.
better what I'm trying to say. It's because
Absolutely.
you feed too much. Obviously, I'll fall sick. That's there. Cricket used to be a winter sport. Then it just sort of spilled over to a little bit of summer months. Down in monsoon, also we are playing cricket. So what do you expect? So you're playing cricket in winter,
Hmm.
spring, summer,
Summer
monsoon,
and
autumn. So it's all there. Cricket is,
rains.
I mean,
It's raining cricket. Raining
it's
cricket.
raining cricket. That's it exactly. Very well put, actually.
No. See, I mean, obviously, when it comes to this part of the globe, something that we have seen invariably going from generation to generation is that yes, people might be watching it on their mobile phones, but the kind of sentiments they attach with it is what is the real victory of cricket. And IPL too, at times I've seen people jostling over it and pushing for a foreign player to perform against the Indian. Leadership side in IPL, so that they could have the last laugh. So one final question, Dada, before we break for toss and come back again at 5 o'clock when the first innings would be over. Uh, what are the chances, if I may say, because Ahmedabad pitch, not much game has been played there, earlier known as Motera, now renamed as Narendra Modi Stadium, capacity crowd beyond 100,000, 1 lakh people there. Uh, what are the hopes? And as a cricketing journalist, two things that India needs to take into consideration and the pitch report.
Don't. It's only one mantra. Don't crumble under pressure. I mean, try to soak under. I mean, try to soak
Hmm.
in that pressure situation, because that's what has made Virat Kohli whatever he is because
Hmm.
of he could soak under pressure a lot better than
Yes.
other cricketers. So you have to learn. In fact, I was telling a few of my colleagues in
Hmm.
One India that if you're writing a story, you should write how Virat Kohli prepares for a ODI game. You should see how he comes into the field, the knocking he does, the stretching he does. What's it?
Hmm.
Follow Virat Kohli. That's a story. He is someone who has really inspired generation of cricketers. The way he's played the game, he plays the game even now also. The discipline, the focus, the method. So one has to
Hmm.
learn from these things, and that's what cricket is all about. You learn seeing a cricketer who's inspired generations. Fitness, the way he works on his fitness, the way he doesn't get injured. What are the secrets of Virat being a Virat Kohli? And that's what cricket is all about. But I want to ask you a
Hmm.
question too. You have been asking me questions all throughout. I don't like that.
Please, Dada.
Because I don't like one-sided.
Atif is joining. Atif
Yeah,
is joining, by the way. Please shoot, shoot.
no. I want to know
Hmm.
that you never done cricket shows. How do you manage to do it
Hmm.
so well? I mean, I never
Well,
thought you. I mean, I know you know the basic because you have been a news journalist and you've done
mhm.
so well for yourself. But tell me something. How come you knew so much about cricket?
See,
Talking about middle order, this that, and this is what the power of cricket is in India.
it is definitely that. I mean, again, you grow up in any part of India or Pakistan. I think cricket is something that comes naturally to you. And secondly, the setup that we have, the societal setup, also aids you to play cricket that much because you have friends in your society. You grow up. And cricket is easy to play. No need to have a bowling side wicket. You just need a wall and a brick, and you draw three stumps, and the rules are made. While growing up in the 80s, Dada, Jonty Rhodes, Herschel Gibbs, these were the names, South African names, Australian names, a lot of them. Sri Lanka came into the picture. Pakistan and India were definitely there. Ajay Jadeja was a power to reckon with. His catches, especially in the covers, Jonty Rhodes' flying throws, his agility, and collecting their pictures from the magazine called Sports Star. All those things kept us
Yes.
going. And trust me, the discussion after the matches would last longer than the match itself. So I guess this is not a new story that I, had to undergo. Yes, later in the day, later in the career side, people like you, people like several other colleagues who brought sports closer to us at work also. That played a lot. And the sentiments and the newsroom scenarios, many of our journalist friends would know, be it print or electronic or digital, is electrifying. And for that reason, I guess it never went away. And especially the test matches also at times become so interesting on the fourth and the fifth day that even one days and T20s look feeble in front of them. So yes, I mean cricket. I'm sure for all of us, and for you, I would say you eat, sleep, love cricket, and whatnot. You play yourself. Like yesterday, you joined us from one of the
Yes,
cricket academies also in Delhi. Gargi College, Women's College, still hosting. I mean, do we have women participation there also?
women, lots of them, lots of them. In fact, that's the only place in
That's
Delhi
the
to
brightest
have
part.
a cricket academy for women, and so many players. In fact, they were playing yesterday in Greater
Hmm.
Noida against the Sikkim under 19 team, and they beat that team
Okay.
quite handsomely. But coming to that point,
Hmm.
as you know, I have a YouTube channel called Basuda Ke Kisse. Few
Yes.
days ago, one of the discards from the World Cup team, Chahal
Hmm.
had come. So Chahal had come
Okay.
and he had said yes, and he said if the bowlers are doing well, they
Hmm.
should. Chahal is the highest wicket taker in IPL history. He's a fantastic performer. So I told him a bowler should also get a title like king, and he said there's only one king, that is Virat Kohli. And I saw on TV right now there is only one king, that is King Kohli. So they have taken that line from
Okay.
my episode, I guess, because that
Oh.
part became quite viral. But
Hmm.
I want to ask you one more because we are a few minutes away from the toss. We want to
Yes,
tell the
absolutely.
viewers what's the toss,
Hmm.
what's the team like. We'll discuss a little bit. But I've taken
Hmm.
over the show right now. Here we are, India
Please
doing
go ahead.
well. Here we are, New
Hmm.
Zealand three up, 3 out of 3, doing so well, looking so convincing. And then there is one gentleman called Mr. Pankaj who has loads of love for South Africa. Can you tell me the South African connection you have? You please, please.
Nada, if you could spare me 1 second, I think I have the South African Proteas official cricketing jersey also with me. South Africa obviously is close to our my heart because yes, so we have spent some time there, at least 5 to 6 years, and we have thankfully, that what I felt in South Africa that mingling with cricketing legends is easier there. Maybe it's because of the security situation also, but South African players do not normally walk around with a lot of entourage, and you can easily mingle with them. So, be it Hashim Amla, then we had Jacques Kallis almost at that time had called off, hung his boots. So we played with them. Then we had Kagiso Rabada at that time was
Oh,
making entry. So there was a Super Six match that used to happen with several companies uh, giving three players from their country and three were former Proteas players. So Kagiso Rabada was in our team, and rubbing shoulders with him is something that looks like a dream now. But yes, I hope that they play well because in World Cups, at times the rain has taken away the glory from them. But what a team, what a fantastic team, very athletic players. A lot of effort goes on in that part of the world, especially South Africa and Australia and New Zealand, where the curriculum of sporting events is such that it's almost like preparing players from right from the word go. Atif is there. Atif, we were talking about just
South
before the
Africa.
toss to South Africa, and we were also talking about why cricket is so integral part of our upbringing. What happens in Pakistan? I've seen a lot of videos, and blogs where even Pakistani kids they start with bat and ball and just go on.
Apologies, actually my connection was lost.
Mhm.
What I understood is that cricket fever is going on here when since the World Cup began. But yes, in Pakistan, street cricket is very much popular, and everybody plays here, particularly kids. young students, because the problem is we don't have proper cricket ground, much proper cricket ground. We have very less cricket ground. So,
Mhm.
however, talent is come that kids they play in streets, and whatever the place, empty place they find, they just start playing cricket. Whether it be it poor, be it rich, everybody plays cricket and they
Mhm.
love cricket. But I was a bit worried in the sense that in the last few games when some teams visited Pakistan, so the crowd attendance was not it was not jam-packed stadium. Similarly, I have witnessed in some Indian stadiums as well, particularly if India
Yeah.
is not playing. So I think that is maybe because of social media or something like that. But around the television set, everybody is there, and right now, like everybody is around the television set, and they're waiting just to this big game to happen. And I think that the toss is going to be soon.
Yes.
Yes,
But yes, the fever is
seconds
high,
away,
the
seconds
passion is
away.
high, second the way,
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely, Atif. Please go on.
the, the passion is high, the emotions are involved, and everybody like it's a festival. It's India Pakistan game, and in Pakistan, everybody they have cancelled their engagements, their personal engagements, their family engagements, and they are going to do just one thing today, and that is to witness India
Watch.
Pakistan match. And everybody is hoping that, like in Indian side, you are hoping that your team should win, and similarly in Pakistan side, everybody is hoping and want that their team should win. But remember, one team will win, one team will lose. So that
Mhm.
is India Pakistan people's uh, psyche that whenever they win, they just lift the team on their shoulders. But if they lose, though
Mhm.
everybody is trolling on social media, I think that should be
That should
discouraged.
Stop.
stop.
I mean, the
Absolutely.
one team will win, one team will lose. So maybe it's a good day for one team, and next time they can beat. So I think we should take it as a cricket game as well. We should not take it like a
Definitely.
war or something like that.
No, no, definitely. Let the better team win. Obviously, it's a game of skill,
India
definitely.
won the toss. India won
Uh,
the toss.
okay, and elected to?
I think they should field first. I don't know what Rohit Sharma has in his mind because there'll be a due factor later
I think
on.
I think they will chase. I think they will chase.
Let me
Let's see,
quickly
let's see.
refresh
That's
the
my
roster.
understanding. Well, it's yet to come.
Mhm.
Uh,
The pitch conditions, obviously, not much different from what you have in the northern part of the country, Dada. And, even if you talk about,
India won the
say,
toss and elected to field. Yes, my cricketing sense are in place. Good. And
yeah,
Atif Bhai is also.
yeah, they're chasing.
I think India will chase definitely
Yeah.
because batting condition is good, pitches are good. So obviously,
Right.
I hope.
And
And
obviously, I'm
I
checking
think
the pick.
for my personal point of view, it's good for Pakistan. Although the chasing on these
Mhm.
pitches is a good option, but it's good for Pakistan because if Pakistan put score on
Decent
board,
total.
they
Mhm.
usually play well. Like it was good that they chased down 345, but usually they don't chase such big targets.
Toss will be
So
fair. Yeah, Atif Bhai also knows. Toss is an important factor. India have
See, I
already
mean,
won the toss. Okay.
see, I mean,
it's just toss right now.
it's 35 degrees there, by the way, in Ahmedabad, and mostly sunny, and humidity is 36%, so it won't be too sweaty, and 17 kilometers per hour speed of wind. Not much of a difference for the bowlers also. So sunny day, and as the sun would set, the temperature would fall down to say 30 to 29 to 30. So not much of a difference there as far as the dew factor is concerned. That I believe at this point of time we can't expect that much in Gujarat, though. Had it been in a coastal area, then that could have been the scenario. But nonetheless, a good toss to win, I would say. And choosing to bowl first is something that Rohit Sharma has kept in mind to restrict the Pakistani batting order to a total that is not so difficult to chase. Indranil.
Absolutely. And I'm waiting for whether they're making Gill play this match or not because he was not 100% fit. At 99%, I don't know what you mean by 99. Either you're fit or you're unfit. What
You're
is
not fit.
99? I don't understand that logic, but whatever. I hope he's rested because you don't have to sort of pressurize a guy because
There are
after you
more
come out
matches
of
to come.
dengue, your body is weak. It's not easy. But I don't know if he's playing today. He shouldn't be playing. But coming to India-Pakistan game, I think it would have been a little better if it was a Sunday. Today is a Saturday. A lot of people are working. There are half days and all that. I can understand. But Sunday is, of
Mhm.
course, the best way to watch an India-Pakistan game. Really.
Well, reports are saying, Dada, that Gill is back, but we'll have to wait till the final lineup appears on the screens. And Atif, final word. What are the chances, the wishes from the Pakistani side?
Yes, I think yes, India has won the toss, but in my personal point of view, it's good for Pakistan.
Mhm.
If Pakistan bat first, I think
Mhm.
they can uh, handle the pressure well. But yes, it will be a good contest. India
Mhm.
Pakistan passions are high. 130. I think it world's largest cricket stadium, and the first time India Pakistan game is happening in world's largest cricket stadium. By the way, I would like to congratulate two people as well for making this world's largest cricket stadium. And I think yes, it will be a good contest. It will be Pakistan's bowling against India's batting. But right now, Pakistan is batting, and we hope that Pakistan's opener they do well. They put a good partnership. They put a good score, and yes, Indian team they are very much capable of chasing the big targets. So best of luck for Indian
Thank
team
you.
and for you people as well. And I hope it will be a good game. At the end of the day, cricket will win.
And there
Definitely.
is Gill playing in the 11. There is no Ashwin. There is Shardul Thakur, which was the
Shardul
bowling
Thakur
lineup
making entry.
against Afghanistan. The same thing. A little surprised Ashwin is not there. I
Mhm.
don't know what they're thinking. Chop and change in crucial matches shouldn't be
Mhm.
the way forward, actually. But whatever. But this is their choice. They feel in certain way. They're in a
Mhm.
rush to make Gill use. I mean, to use Gill in against a very formidable Pakistan. I'm not convinced with Gill playing. Ishan should
See,
have played this game. But let's see. We'll see what happens at the end of the day.
again, it's the focus. The Indian focus is on the batting lineup here because to tackle the formidable Pakistani bowling attack. And that's why I think more focus on bowlers. The Indian subcontinent spinners, Pakistan plays spin very well. So Ravichandran Ashwin obviously could have been given a break for that reason. Thank you so much, gentlemen. We have completed run of time. In 20 to 30 minutes from now, the match will start. And we hope to see both of you after the first innings to discuss how things transpired, only for 15 to 20 minutes for keeping our viewers up to speed with what's happening. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Pleasure.
Thank you.